Like, who gets drunk on a Monday? Me. And probably your mom, low-key. Like, no shade to your mom, but she probably had a little glass of wine at dinner, and then she took the bottle with her to her room and got hella twisted and is watching currently a Lifetime movie. Check on your mom. I bet you she's drunk off her ass. Today we're going to be doing a drunk anime history on the anime series Inuyasha. And can we take a moment to assess the fact that I'm old as shit right now? The fact that I saw Inuyasha 12 years ago is baffling and disgusting and un-American. So we're gonna be doing the drunk anime history, and by we I mean I'm gonna be, why do I say we as if like it's a group of people? Like I just did the fucking Kagebunshi no Jutsu and like 50 of me appeared and we're all gonna like talk about our fucking history with Inuyasha. No, it's just me, myself, and I. Sorry, I have to swallow my spit. I keep forgetting that spit needs to be swallowed. You know, kind of like so Inuyasha is a series about a boy named Inuyasha who fucked with the wrong bitch named Kikyo. Then this nigga named Naraku, who Kikyo helped one day, got jealous because I guess he was in love with Kikyo and tried to fucking pit Inuyasha and Kikyo against each other, which worked. And then there's this thing called the Shiko no Tama, or the jewel of... What the fuck? There's a demon up in this bitch. Was that you, Inuyasha? How you doing, nigga? How you doing? How you been? So basically that happens, but Naraku is a jealous little Negro and he pits Inuyasha and Kikyo against each other. So Inuyasha and Kikyo hate each other for whatever reason. I forgot. I don't care that much. And then fucking Kikyo fucking pierces him in the heart with her arrow right before she dies, and then she dies. I don't know how she died. I guess she had cancer. I doubt she had cancer, but whatever, let's go with that. And she died, and it was really sad, but was it? No, because Kikyo was a fucking cunt. But then Kikyo gets reincarnated into this 15-year-old girl named Kagome. Kagome is a bad bitch, but is she? Not really. She's kind of annoying. So basically, the show is actually really boring, like the first couple of episodes. I think it takes until Shippo arrives for it to get a little bit interesting, because, okay, basically Kagome falls into this well, oh my god, and then she's like, I'm not in Tokyo anymore. She meets Inuyasha, she like pulls his, like, he's not dead, everybody thinks he's dead, but he's not dead, he's just asleep. He's been asleep for like 100 years. He's basically the Avatar, but not really. And then so she pulls the arrow off of him and then he becomes alive. Does she? Okay, so when Kikyo died, the Shiko no Tama was buried inside of her or whatever, buried with her. And I guess when she was reincarnated as Kagome, it was inside of Kagome. So the fucking demon sensed that, and then he like in the well, and she fell in the well because she was looking for the cat. Oh yeah, and then she gets this necklace for Kaede to control Inuyasha because Inuyasha's kind of annoying, and she's like, sit boy, and that's his like thing because he's a dog, so it's kind of funny. Can we talk about how annoying Inuyasha and Kagome were? Holy shit, they were annoying. First of all, I didn't like Inuyasha because he claimed that he liked Kagome, like just when he was starting to catch feelings for Kagome. Every time Kikyo's basic ass, trifling ass would appear, he would stop what he was doing and just fucking leave Kagome. Like, that's just so horrible. Like, that, like, looking back on that must have really fucked up Kagome's self-esteem, especially as a 15-year-old girl. Like, imagine being 15 years old and then being transported into a feudal era and then finding the man of your dreams, and he's like really cute and he's a half demon and he fights battles and he's cool. And he's like in love with you too, but then he keeps comparing you to your past self, but your past self is dead, so you think you have nothing to worry about, but then your past self comes back and fucks shit up. There was an episode, probably the most fucked up episode, was when, I think it was when Kikyo first came back to life. It was like after she was reincarnated, and every time Inuyasha would be like, I smell Kikyo, I gotta go stop what I'm doing. I remember there was one episode, I could be wrong, but he was like falling off a cliff and then he got a whiff of Kikyo's vagina scent and he was like, oh my god, I gotta go get my pussy. And then so he like went all the way to Kikyo, living Kagome by herself. And oh my god, there was an episode where Kikyo was like, go to hell with me. And this nigga Inuyasha was about to go to hell for Kikyo. He was about to go to hell for some bitch, like literally go to hell for some bitch. And this bitch was going to hell, which means she's a bad person. She's supposed to be a priestess. How the fuck is a priestess going to hell? Like, it doesn't make sense. I guess she's going to hell because she like fucked a demon, but I don't really know. I'm making this shit up as I go along. The best characters in this series were basically hands down Shishomaru, the little girl that Shishomaru tagged along with, Sango's brother, Kohaku, and Moroku. Everybody, and Shippo sometimes. Or sometimes Shippo was really annoying. But like everybody else could eat rocks. Oh, and Koga. I remember as a kid, I really wanted Kagome to just end up with Koga because the way that Inuyasha treated Kagome really pissed me off. You know how many times he left Kagome for fucking Kikyo? Did you know how many times? Kikyo's pussy juices would start fucking emanating through the air, and then he'd be like, I smell Kikyo's pussy juices, and he would go and stop what he was doing and go to Kikyo's dead cold body ass. That bitch was cold, and she smelled like dead bodies. She didn't even smell like herself, she smelled like dead bodies, and this nigga still kept going after her. Inuyasha was a trifling ass nigga. If she had never died, how Inuyasha ended would have never happened, because he would have kept going back to Kikyo. He's only with Kagome, let's be real. He's only with Kagome because Kagome is kind of like Kikyo, basically. Kagome should have went with Koga. Like, she really should have just went with Koga. Like, Koga was way cuter than Inuyasha. Koga was cooler than Inuyasha. Koga was fast. He had like a wolf pack. Like, he did like the wolf fang fist. He didn't do that. That was not Koga. That was Yamcha. But whatever. We talk about the songs in Inuyasha. The songs in Inuyasha was the best songs in an anime series ever. Like, to this day, the OST, the soundtrack of Inuyasha cannot and will not ever be matched. Like, it is so good. It is so perfect. I mean, maybe I'm partial because it was one of the first animes. It was the first anime series like that I ever heard the original Japanese music, like soundtrack. Like, it was the first one. So I guess it just holds a special place in my heart. Can we talk about how everybody that I ever met in my whole entire life called Inuyasha Inuyasha? I don't know why people did that, especially since Inuyasha clearly has a Y in the name and not a W. But I remember my friend, this is racist, but I mean, I was 11, so I guess I get a pass. Give me a pass, please, okay? I was 11, I didn't know. But she was Chinese, so I assumed that she knew how to pronounce Inuyasha because she was Chinese, but that's racist because Inuyasha is Japanese, so that don't make sense. You know, there was just something about Moroku and Sango's relationship that I just loved. I loved Sango as a character. She was my favorite character out of like the whole Inuyasha gang because she was just so cool. Like, she was a badass. Like, she could fight like all the other boys, and she was like, I don't know, I just loved Sango. I just loved her character. Maybe it was her eyeshadow. Like, her eyeshadow was popping, and the way she said Hirai Kots, like, it really like struck a chord with me. The way it ended though, I remember being so mad, but I wasn't as mad as I should have been. The same time Inuyasha ended was the same time that I really got into Naruto, so I wasn't that sad when it ended, because like, I had Naruto. Like, Naruto was just starting. You know, we might not have solved anything that we were supposed to do, but I mean, at least adventure waits. You know, at least adventure is waiting for us. Read the manga, ho. And I was like, oh, girl. But can we talk about Kikyo? Let's go back to Kikyo and how much of a cunt Kikyo was. The fact that they had so much of the jewel shard of the Shikon no Tama, like the full like Shikon no Tama, they had so much of it. And Kikyo's basic bitch ass stole it from them. And I think she like broke it again or whatever. And they had to re-get all of it. I was so mad. Like, I'm still mad to this day. Like, I don't like Kikyo. Maybe as an adult, if I rewatch the series and I kind of get to know more of her character, I'll probably hate her less. But like, 11-year-old Victoria, 12-year-old Victoria did not fuck with Kikyo. Like, I hated her so much. Let's talk about memories. I'm reading like this Inuyasha Kagome fanfiction, and my older sister walks in. And she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, you know, I'm just reading some Inuyasha stuff. And she's like, oh, let me read with you. I'm like, what? I didn't know that this was gonna be like, there was gonna be a sex scene. So that's why I let her read it with me. We're both reading it at different paces on this laptop. Since I'm like 2 or 3 paragraphs ahead of her, I get to the sex scene and I'm like, oh my god, my sister's gonna find out that I read this dirty shit and she's gonna think that I'm a pervert. She's gonna tell everyone, she's gonna kill me, it's gonna be horrible, it's gonna be awkward. So I'm like dying a little bit, but then I'm also like, damn, this is like the hottest shit I ever read in my goddamn life. And I'm scrolling, I'm like, god damn, this is hot. And my sister gets to it and I'm like, oh my god, this is like the moment of truth. I pretend like it never happened and I'm just like continuing on with the story, and she's like, wait a second, scroll back up. And I'm like, what? And I scroll back up, and I guess she like missed the part in the sex scene because she's up to the sex scene now. And so I'm past the sex scene, but like now she's reading the sex scene, and it's so awkward because I know what she's reading because I had just read it, and it was really weird. And then when it ended, I was like really scared for it to end because I really thought she was going to be like, you dirty hoe. But she was like, that was really good, I'm gonna go to bed now. And I was like, what? But Inuyasha is just a staple in my life. It's one of the first animes that turned me into like an official weeaboo. Like, I just have so many fond memories of this show, and it will always hold a special place in my little tiny weeb ass kokoro. Let's end it with the song Fukai Fukai Morin.